my name is Gadget Trish, and I'm here to show you how to make walls for your dollhouse or diorama using duct tape and cover art. Now, before you get started, do your homework. Make sure that the cover art's not worth any money. Try to look for stuff that's damaged. And if you're not too sure, just cut out cardboard to the size of the cover art. So this way you're playing it safe. Because to be honest, everything has value. But in my case, either my family owns doubles or it really was damaged, whether from smoke or water or whatever. The one thing I discovered by accident is that when a record has these seams, like this record actually comes this way, it stands up like a wall. So I definitely wouldn't suggest using cover art, especially something like this. It's actually in good condition, but I would suggest you create something that could stand up like this. So you put two cover arts together, or pieces of cardboard, or whatever you choose to do, and just have the duct tape coming down. Get all the air bubbles out and press down. Then the record, and you do the same thing on the other side. So there's the other side. Then the record stands on its own. Typically, you're going to need about 4 panels to create like a room setup. So you can continue doing that for the next 2 panels to create a room size. So either it could be an extension to a dollhouse or an independent diorama. When you're done with the space, you just fold it away. It won't, not unless you want it to stay up, but in my case I want it to fold away because typical New York apartments are small. Next step you want to do is to put matching duct tape all across the top, especially with old cover art. It eventually will fall apart and will bubble up and get really, really bad, and I know it from experience. Here's an example of what happens when you don't close it up with duct tape. It just starts to come apart. And that could be easily fixed though. You just have to redo it, just the last row. If you use the duct tape method, it's a lot neater. Nice clean seam. It doesn't have to necessarily be the same exact duct tape, but something that kind of matches. So since this was a black leopard print, it looked alright. With these walls, I want to create black and white stripes, and on the other side I want to do leopard print. So this is going in a dollhouse. So before I use this, because I don't have too many cover arts, you want to practice on something small. You're going to measure out duct tape the length of the top, lay it down, place your cover art, and then you're going to close the seam. This keeps it from getting sloppy and bubbling up. You see how this separates? You don't want that. You want to close that up. Cut any excess you might have. And do that again for the bottom. You want nice clean finishes. So if you want to create stripes, basically you're just gonna go across. Now remember, this is my practice one. I want to make sure I'm comfortable with doing stripes before you get to a big part. So your first stripe is going to be black. Why not? You start it with black. Get the air bubbles out. Then you follow it with the white. I'm going to go a little over because I see this a little rough on the end. I'll just cut that away. It gets a little tricky because you got to kind of get the air bubbles out as you go. And then you just cut the excess away. And you keep doing this till you get to the very end. So this is what it looks like when you're done. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be well enough to shoot well for what I have in mind. This is going to be on a dollhouse. There's going to be other things going on in this space, but you could use it for a diorama, like I said earlier, or the dollhouse itself. Now, the other side I was going to do is leopard. And basically, it's the same thing. You just keep going across. Now, of course, when you do it in a 4-panel, it's a lot more challenging. And because my space is limited, I really won't be able to show it to you on video. But same principle, except instead of it going to this one little piece that's a lot easier to handle, you're going all the way across. Okay? And this is what the end result looks like with the leopard. Now, if you want to see what this looks like entirely inside the dollhouse, please click at the links at the end. I also have a post on how to create the floor that you're seeing. And if you need storage, I would suggest going to the Container Store. Your walls fold away. It doesn't fit it perfect, but it fits it close enough. Dust free, out of your space, and you're good to go. So until my next post, Gadget Trish is out. Bye.
Won't you take me to